Jackie, I have some very good news for you.
Lance? What kind of good news do you have for me? You said that you were heading over to your mom's house today, so does this have to do with her in any way?
That's right. It sure does have to do with my mom. Starting next week, we're going to have Mom come move in with us. And I'm wanting for us to be the ones to take care of her from now on.
What? What do you mean she's coming to live with us?
Well, I just had a talk with my mom about all this, and she asked that she can come live with us now. Things in the house will become more exciting now, so I'm sure that's fine with you, right?
What? Hold on a second. I didn't know about any of this before, Lance. You and I had only just had our wedding yesterday as well, so why have things changed so rapidly since then, when we'd been talking about where to go next with our relationship?
I told you that we just decided on this a second ago, so you weren't going to be told about it beforehand. Now, go ahead and start getting things ready for her. And Jackie, please don't tell me that you're not liking the fact that my mom will come live with us. You're my wife, and should listen and obey all I have to say.
But you and I are living together now, so it should be important for you to come and talk to me first before making decisions like that. Right?
Well, when it comes to this house, it is my house. Which means I'm the one who gets to choose what to do with it. Jeez. You've always been so annoying about this stuff. But whether you like it or not, you're going to listen to what I've asked, right? Thank you now.
There is no way, though. I've already been putting all my effort into supporting you. And when it comes to your mom, she's always so pushy with me. I'm not going to be able to stand any of her in this house.
Is this about our living expenses? Don't worry about that. You have all that money from your parents, so you are more than able to pay for my mom as well now.
My money from my parents? Don't say it like that. And this has nothing to do with their money. Why don't you have any idea what I'm talking about here?
You're getting real annoying again. You are my wife now, and I'm not going to take you talking back to me anymore. We may have been dating for a long time now, but you still need to learn your place. I am asking you to support both my mom and I now. That's your husband's orders. Mom is going to start living with us starting next week, so make sure there's a room ready for her. All right?
Why do you get to decide everything on your own?
On my own? What's wrong with me wanting to take care of my family? I feel terrible for my mom because she's always having to live on her own.
Then you're saying that it doesn't matter to you how I feel about this?
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course not. You're nothing to me. You have no blood relation to me and my family.
Remember when my parents were doing awful and you did nothing for me and them? Yet when your parents, your mom, is having a hard time, you want to be right there for her while asking me, your wife, to do your bidding? And you're also going to call me a stranger now?
Of course. All you are to me as my wife is a tool that I can use. So you'd better quit it with that attitude right now. Selfish witch. Get to it right now. And make sure that from now on, you're listening to everything I tell you without barking back.
So that's what's been happening, Avery. What the heck? I can't believe him. I had already gotten a message from Lance saying that you were talking back to him and all this. But he's the real problem here, obviously. He's not able to be dealt with at all right now. You can't even talk to him without his opinions overwhelming the conversation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for all of this to get that out of hand for even you. Well, you don't have to say that to me. You and I have known one another ever since high school, and we've always managed to get past anything together. And know that I have no plans of siding with someone like Lance anyway. Saying something like that does make me feel a little bad for him. Bullcrap! You've always been too kind to someone like Lance when you really should have been putting him in his place. I get that back when you guys first started to date in school, it was fun to be the cute girl that spoiled her boyfriend, but we are way past that now. That's true. Having you say that to me now helps me understand that you're right about me spoiling him. I guess without ever having another set of eyes on the situation, I had no clue I was letting him get away with so much. Well, it's a problem, right? Right? Remember how last year he became really sick and had to leave his job for good? He didn't even bother continuing his recovery at the hospital, instead clinging to you to do everything for him. But he'd been working on finding himself a part-time job and all that recently, and that's why he and I were having that wedding. You stop that. He is just trying to make you feel as though he's getting better. Remember back when you got married, you had asked for Lance to get a new job, and that led to you guys having a really balanced life. Right. Well, what happened after that? Well, after my parents passed away, we thought that since I had nobody that I would need to be taken care of as they got into their old age, I could be around for his parents. It wasn't set in stone at the time, but I think that Lance assumed I could be more free due to my ability to focus on him and his family now. Now, talking to you about it, I realize that I fell for his trap by making it seem that I have all this emotional leeway still and can take his mom into our house. I see. I'm sure it really sucks having to see that he's been undermining you this whole time. So you're going to have to dig deeper and make sure that you don't collapse. Okay. Let me tell you right now, I do not want to live with Lance's mom. I don't mind that she says some things about me from time to time, but there are days she'll throw things at me and others where she'll throw my cooking away on purpose. And the number one thing is, I don't think that I can live with Lance the way he is any longer. We had even had our wedding not too long ago, yet look at him. I had really thought that by having the wedding, it would have shown him how much I really cared for him. But he seems to have only taken that as me being more submissive to his every command. I really hoped that the wedding would have brought him back to how kind he was to me in high school, but it might have done the exact opposite. I don't think he'll ever be as kind to you as he was back then. I'm sorry. I can't let you keep thinking he's going to ever be kind to you again, so I'm being as honest as I can. I'm looking at your guys' marriage from the outside, and I'm going to say you should both stop it. Hey, Jackie, if you end up having no place to go, you're always welcome to come here. Is that all right? You are busy being a lawyer right now, though. That's nothing. I've started to get a little lonely living here on my own, so don't mind me. Thank you so much, Avery.
Hey, there's still not a room cleaned up from my mom yet. Did I not tell you to get that done as soon as possible for me? Now that I think about it, where have you been the past day or so? Where's my food?
I'm not going to be coming home today, and actually, I won't be coming back there for a while now.
Huh? There's no way you're saying that to me now, of all times. Leaving your husband to fend for himself? And not bothering to come back? Are you out of your mind?
What is all this? How are you not worried about me at all? And about how I'm feeling and doing right now?
What kind of joke is that? Are you done yet? I'm not your husband to sit around and worry about how you're doing. I'm your husband so that you have to worry about me. I might have slipped up making a witch like you my wife, though, out of everyone else. Not feeling so good today. Everything my manager said to me then is coming back to me now. Oh, it hurts so bad thinking about what he said. Yet, I have no wife here to comfort me. I'm gonna collapse from all this.
Ugh. You need to stop acting like such a baby. You keep something like that up, people that are actually dealing with problems are not going to look so kindly upon you.
What? Wait. I'm having huge problems myself, aren't I? Now stop with all that and get back home to make me my dinner. If you're not back here soon, I'm gonna kick you out of this house. Do you want me doing that to you?
Well, I'm out of there now, so go ahead and kick me out. I can't stand being around you in that house anymore, Lance.
What? What? What the heck are you going on about now? Huh. Hey, say something to me again. See how I'll react. Huh. You not able to come up with anything else to say to me now? Hey, hey, how about you get your head on straight and then come back home to me already? I get that you want me to feel something by doing what you're doing, but I'm not seeing the reason behind any of this, so it's kind of pointless. Hey, are you gonna keep ignoring me like that?
You're so dang rude.
Well, it's about time you replied back to me. Hurry up and get back here. My mom is not gonna be happy when she finds out there's not a room ready for her yet here.
She's your mom, though, right? How about you start to clean up that room and get it ready for her?
Huh? It's your job as the wife to take care of things at home. And the fact that you're even telling me what to do now is screwed up. You are a worthless wife sometimes, I tell you. Are we done here yet? A woman with the attitude of you can only be loved by one man. And that's me. The only man that would ever be kind enough to actually forgive you for acting like that is me. And only me. If you understand that, then get your butt back home right now and apologize to me. Then I'll be willing to forgive you for all this childish crap.
Ugh. So what you're saying is I'd be better off not being a wife to anyone at all? Then let's call it quits right now.
What are you trying to say to me this time? You trying to tell me that you want to get a divorce now? I'm sorry, but if the both of us don't agree to a divorce, then it's not gonna happen. Too bad for you.
Is that right? That's the case with a divorce, right? I guess I should have been a little bit more specific with you then.
Huh?
You and I haven't even been husband and wife this whole time now.
Huh?
So that means I'm not your wife.
Wait. I have no idea what you're going on about right now. You and I had a wedding, right? And the day before that, you went to the courthouse and handed in our marriage papers, right? So you can stop trying to lie about how you and I are not married right now.
Those marriage papers were never processed by the courthouse.
What?
I'm saying that you and I aren't married right now because the courthouse never took them from me and processed them.
Huh? But you and I went to the courthouse together that one time, right?
There were some problems with the form, so I had to go in there and fill them out again.
Really?
We handed those forms in on your day off from work, and then they asked for me again a few days later to fill them out again and hand them in one more time. That came from them the day after you and I had gotten married, so I was planning on waiting for you to come home and we could talk about what happened with them. But then you went to your mom's house instead of coming home to see me and told me later that day that your mom would be coming to live with us. Right?
Then that means right now, you and I...
We are nothing more than strangers right now.
Wait. This joke is going on a little too long now, don't you think? You can stop it with all the BS now, alright?
If you go to the courthouse and ask for them yourself, you'll be able to see that you are still registered as being single in their system and that I'm single myself.
You think I'd ever go there and look into something like that? I want to know why you're trying to keep that stupid, annoying lie going right now.
And I'm telling you that this is neither a joke or a lie. Also, I don't want to be with you anymore. Not even in the same proximity as you. I am not some kind of tool of yours that you can use on whatever you'd like. So you stop it with that whole act you've been putting on and straighten up. I have been one of the most kind girlfriends ever, taking care of your costs of living for you and everything else. But I'm stopping all that. And when it comes to all that money I've lent you so far, I'm going to have you pay all of that back to me. And there'll be interest on it if you don't pay me back in time.
What? You're gonna charge me for interest as well?
You and I have been signing documents on all that money for a while now, and you've been signing it in your name, right? Well, I'm going to make sure that you follow up with everything you signed, and that if you won't, there will be an interest charged on the money you owe me now.
I have some memory of the documents you're talking about. Wait. What is actually going on here, though? This isn't good. Especially for me. Not having you around me anymore would spell major trouble. I can't have the life I enjoy now without you being my wife. What the heck am I going to do if you really do just get up and leave me for good? You already know that my mom has bad legs. Can't really take care of herself really well anymore, right? I feel so terrible for her. There is no way a decent person would leave me by myself to take care of her all alone.
I'm not going to continue being your tool anymore. So from here on out, it's over with me spoiling you like I have been. So stop trying to act like you're in such a hard spot in life. You already told me that I'm a stranger to you, right? Well, you were 100% correct about that. You and I are both total strangers to one another and always have been. So I have no responsibility to come and take care of you and your mom. Heck, I've never had that responsibility. It's crazy that I've already done so much for you as it is when I've never been your wife.
But even if we weren't legally husband and wife, we have been living together like a married couple, right? You and I have been family. So don't sit there calling me a stranger to you now. I'm sure I have said some bad things and done some bad things. But what does that matter when you happen to have some bad things about yourself as well? I have been kind by not digging into you further for all your crap.
Excuse me? You're going to say something like that now? I have been the one working my job full-time, coming home to take care of all the chores and cooking all the time, and handling all the costs in the household. Tell me what the hell you've been doing for us all that time.
I have been working on recovering from my sickness as well as looking for a full-time job. Health isn't something that you can just heal overnight. Even if it looks like I've just been going out to play around, that's all a part of my rehabilitation. You might never be able to understand that, but my life has been hard.
Shut the hell up, Lance. Then where the hell did all your feelings of thanks to those who have been supporting you go? All I've heard from you this whole time is about how you are the man of the house, so you get to make all the rules, all the choices, all the commands. I've not been volunteering to help you this whole time.
Hey, don't get so upset with me.
You've always only ever been caring about yourself and saying that you will always get the final word. Do you remember? The day that my dad collapsed? He had been living with us at the time and had fallen victim to the sickness that was going around during the epidemic. He had always had weak lungs from the start, and catching that virus only made things worse and worse. And the whole time that I was running around trying to take care of him and make sure he didn't get any more sick than he already was, you just sat around and did nothing for us.
Well, that year I had become sick myself and had to leave my job. I had too much going on already myself then. All right?
That's right. You did have too much going on yourself there. I had thought the same thing back then, and that's why I never said anything to you about it. But when my dad ended up passing away from the virus, you never came with me to his funeral. You didn't even bother asking me anything about it in general. And what makes all that worse is the day I came back from the funeral, you said something to me. Where's my dinner at?
Is that what I said then? I don't really remember what happened then.
Why do you not feel bad for anything you've done, Lance? You never tell me thank you. You never tell me you're sorry. I thought all those feelings for me should have been natural to you, considering how I was doing everything and more for us.
But doing the chores and cooking is a woman's job, right?
That's not our job at all. For so long, I was just telling myself to put up with it all and that there was no other choice. But there were other choices, and there were other ways around all that. I think back then I should have been pissed at you for what you said to me. I think I should be furious about all of that terrible attitude you gave me. I honestly wonder why this whole time I haven't noticed a thing about you being the problem. I am such an idiot for that.
Hey, why are you going on a rampage all by yourself like that now? Stop getting off topic here, all right? I was just wanting you to come home already. So get going and get your butt back here.
My God, I already told you. I am not your wife, and I am not going to let you take advantage of me like I am your wife anymore. And there's one last thing. This is about after my dad passed away and the money that he had left behind for me. You told me a little while back that I should use that money to take care of you and your mom, right? What the hell did you think that you were saying to me with that? What kind of nerve do you have? Did you just turn off your brain when saying something like that to me?
What? I was just saying what I wanted to say at the time. There was no kind of deeper meaning to any of that. Stop it with all this annoying talk already. And could you please stop acting like you aren't going to pay for my mom and I when she moves in with us?
You're not going to get away with only having your feelings be heard when all you do is go around crushing everybody else's feelings like that. I'm not giving you another cent. And instead, I'm going to be getting a settlement from you. I had to go through a lot of mental trauma being around you, and I deserve something in return for that.
Huh? What the heck are you going on about? Well, if that's your plan, then I'm going to get one of my friends who happens to be a lawyer and have her help me sue your butt. I'll have you sued for trying to slander me like that.
You will? Well, we'll have to see how well any of that will go for you then. Now, as for all the messages you and I have been sending back and forth to one another, and the recordings I have of some of our conversations, and the videos I have of your mom messing with me anytime she'd come over, I'm going to use all of those as evidence when taking you to court. Also, I've been going to therapy for all that's been going on, so I'll have my therapist send her papers on me to the court as well, proving that you have in fact been the source of all my mental trauma.
Hey, wait! Let me ask you some things about that really quick. What recordings do you have of us? And videos of my mom? What do you mean by all that?
A while back, I had gotten some advice from Avery about this. When it comes to being in a very serious relationship with someone, like how things had been with you, she said to always make sure to take evidence of anything that's been troubling me. And, well, there have been a lot of things troubling me, and she's been there for me every step of the way, making sure I've been taking the right actions. And I am so thankful for having her around.
Huh? That makes no sense. What trouble have I been causing you anyway? Everything I've been saying and doing to you has been right.
Well, the one who will be deciding if what you've been doing has really been right will not be you.
That freaking Avery. She's gone and stabbed me in the back here.
Was that friend of yours who's a lawyer perhaps Avery? Sorry about that, Lance.
Crap. I've already told you this plenty of times now, but I was made sick by my old job, and I've been dealing with some mental issues myself this whole time. Don't you feel horrible making someone who has been going through some issues with their mental health be responsible for things they didn't mean? Making them look bad and all that?
And in your case, you never knew anything about me. Never knew anything about what I have been having to go through. So would you stop trying to make it look as though you've had it worse than me?
You're being awfully sassy for a woman right now.
My sex has nothing to do with how I want to act right now. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I can't be struggling just as much, if not more, than you. You have no right to be constantly using your health, your behavior as an excuse for the way you treat others as though they're beneath you.
Huh? Jackie, have you forgotten all about what I did for you back in high school? The fact that you've forgotten all about that, I'm gonna make you regret it.
I am thankful about things back then. But me being thankful for what you did to me all the way back then ends today. That house that I've been letting you live in, I'm taking it back and I am tearing it down.
Huh?
Well, the house happens to be mine, which I got from my dad before he passed away. My name is on the place and everything, right? Actually, I want you to thank me for letting you live in that house with me for the past year or so without forcing you to pay a thing.
But, you told me it was totally fine for me to move into it with you.
That never meant that I was going to let you have the house for the rest of your life. It's not like you were married to me in the first place either. Just a stranger when it came to legal things.
I have heard enough of these lies. My mom is already on her way over here right now, Jackie.
Is that right? Well, then that's a real waste of time and effort on her end. I've already gone and sent the information to my realtor, and they have plans for that house now. So hurry up and get out of that place. If you don't plan on leaving the house soon, I'll talk with my lawyer about what to do with you. And, well, you probably don't want to know what could happen next. But at least in my case, I happen to have some money saved up, so I'll be fine.
But I'm not going to be fine if you take this house from me. It's way too expensive to hire a nurse to go and take care of my mom. And I don't have a job right now to pay for any of that.
Oh, haven't you been working part-time 3 days a week? Don't tell me all of that has been you going into that strip club you've been frequenting lately. You thought I never knew anything about that? You thought that I was far too stupid to pick up on what was going on there? I want to know what the hell you've been thinking. I'm sure that you haven't been making much at that part-time job, but why haven't you been using that money to help me pay for things? How long did you think you could just stay in that house with me rent-free and not have to pay for a dang thing while I work my butt off paying for it all? I understand that everybody is going through something and that they can't be perfect. There are people that have to go to the hospital every week while also working a full-time job. There are people that have to work part-time jobs for a while as they get back on both of their feet to face the world again. There are people that can't get out of bed, whether that be because of their physical health or their mental health, but they keep fighting anyway. But what the hell has it been with you? Who do you think you are? What the actual frick are you trying to do here? Do you understand the word limit? Well, I happen to be at my limit with you. Just absolutely done with ever wanting to deal with you again.
Hey, calm down. I'm gonna rethink things, okay? Also, my health has been getting a lot better recently. It was slow at first, but it's been on its way back to normal. I promise you that I'll be getting back to work. So would you stop acting like that? All right?
That's a good point. Someday you will be back to your normal, healthy self again. And I was a complete idiot for believing that bullcrap before.
Jackie?
I have had it up to here with your crap, you jerk. You hurry the hell up and get out of my dad's house, frickin' bastard. And you never ever come around me in that house again.
What? Wait a sec. Settle down already. If I don't have you around, I'll seriously be screwed for good. I love you, Jackie. I love you so much.
Shut the hell up.
No way. Please forgive me.
There is nothing else I want to sit here talking to you about anymore. Get the hell out of that house right now. Give me back the money I'll be asking for, and never show your face around me ever again. That's it. There is nothing else I want from you, and there is nothing else I need to be talking to you about. Now you can talk with my lawyer the next time you have anything actually worthwhile saying.
Hey, you hold it right there. I'll apologize to you for everything. All right?
Goodbye forever.
Jackie! Wait just a little while longer for me. Jackie! I'm not screwing around here. Crap.
Avery, I've finished talking with the pile of trash. But even still, this is just the beginning of what's to come next regarding him. You're all right. You don't have to do anything else with him now. I just got a few nasty texts from Lance myself a second ago, but I blocked him, so I'm not troubled. Is that right? I hope he didn't say anything too crazy to you then. Not at all. I should have blocked that son of a witch a long time ago, but just forgot because I'm so busy. But, like I had said to you before, there was no real hope for you trying to stay with Lance. He's not the kind of man you deserve to be with, and he's even gone ahead and shown you that himself now. Yeah, but I still remember the Lance from back in high school. That's when both my parents got that divorce, and I was left stuck between them, falling into a pit of despair. But just before I was completely enveloped in my thoughts and feelings, Lance came along to be by my side. However, that Lance from back then is nowhere to be found anymore, huh? He's been long gone for a while now, and it took me way too long to figure that one out, unfortunately. Jackie, you shouldn't be upset at yourself over something like this, okay? There's no point in regretting the past, nor should you even be holding on to it like that. Just because he was kind to you in the past does not mean you have to sacrifice yourself for him now. He has nothing to offer you. So it's all just a waste of your mind and time. That's right. Thank you for saying that, Avery. And thank you for being my friend, Jackie. Had it not been for you being around me all these years, I would have never had a friend standing behind me, cheering me on as I became a lawyer. All my family and everyone else was telling me I couldn't make it happen. But you stood behind me and said the words I needed to hear. That pushed me forward. So that's why I'm giving this my all to make sure that you come out of that relationship with Lance on top. Me being here to support you as you fight is my way of showing you that I'm thankful for what you've done. Avery, I'm so happy to have you as my friend, Avery. And I feel the same way. Having you as my friend leaves me feeling really, really happy. As for the settlement I had been wanting to ask Lance to pay me, it was a really difficult process at first getting it. But after getting all the evidence we had for the judge on the table, Avery and I were able to get the judge to agree to the settlement and have it pushed through. And as for the money I had been lending to Lance, since I had signed documents from him telling the amount I gave him and the amount he would owe me someday, I was able to get that all back from him as well. None of this would have been possible if it weren't for Avery, so I will be thankful for her work for the rest of my life. Lance was also forced out of the house by the law, and right now the place is being prepared for demolishing. The house was very old, and both my dad and I had been talking about tearing the place down and building a brand new house on the land. So I'm thinking that's just what I'll do here, and I'll make sure the house is just enough for me in the end. When it comes to Lance himself, he seems to have run back to his mom, who had been living in this small apartment and forced himself in with her. But even with him finding a new place to live, he'd not really gotten any medical care for his sickness. And it had been so long since he actually went out looking for a proper job that no place would bother giving him an interview. So because of that, he's been stuck working part-time still, trying to make ends meet that way. However, even with him working somewhat, his mom has begun to catch on to how much of a failure her son has been, and now those two are stuck fighting one another every single day. And soon after the fights started to get really bad, they were kicked out of the apartment complex by their landlord, or at least that's what I've heard. Which, if that's really the case for them now, I'm sure they're out on the streets now, sleeping at 24/7 fast food restaurants or outside of gas stations under the lights. But unlike those two, until my new house is finished being built and everything, I'll be continuing my stay over at Avery's house. We get to spend every day together at her house, and it's so much fun thinking of it as though we're back in high school again having sleepovers. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey Mike, are you there? The ceremony is just about to start soon. Is everything okay with you? Are you ready for this? People are wondering where you are.
Okay, I get it. I'll be there as soon as I can. Could I just go to the bathroom for a second so that I can make sure I look okay? I'll be right back. This is the last time I'm doing this as a bachelor.
Yes, of course I understand. Go now before we start. Just don't take too long, Mike. I do want to marry you sometime today. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to see you soon. Hey, I just wanted to make sure if everything's all right. It's already time for us to start the ceremony and, well, you're still not here yet. Just getting a bit worried. Are you feeling unwell or something? Is it all right if we delay the time we start the ceremony a bit more so that you can get yourself sorted? I just want you to be ready.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not a problem. Yeah, just delay the starting time for a little bit. Well, you can delay it or we can just cancel the wedding ceremony for today. Maybe that's a better idea.
Huh? Cancel our ceremony? What's that supposed to mean, Mike? What are you talking about? Why would you even mention something like that when it's been planned for months?
Well, I just want it to be canceled, Violet. I was actually planning on disappearing from here without saying anything, so I guess I'll take this opportunity to tell you. I kind of feel sorry for you at the moment, but I can't go on like this any longer. I don't love you anymore, Violet. I can't get married to you if I don't love you. Actually, I wanted to tell you this earlier before we continued on in our relationship, but it's been such a busy time and there was no right moment, you see? I'll just be honest with you right now. I've actually met someone else. I've fallen in love with her and want to be with her. I've got really strong feelings for her.
Whoa. Now, just hang on a minute, all right? You're doing this to me on the day that we're supposed to have our wedding ceremony? Are you serious?
Well, I had to tell you now before it was too late, okay? I didn't want to wait until we were married and then tell you and ask for a divorce. It wouldn't be right. Actually, you should be grateful that I told you now instead of later, to be honest with you. In any case, I could have told you at the end, at the altar in front of everyone. I'm telling you all this now so that I can save you the embarrassment later on, okay? And then no one else would have to witness what I was saying to you.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Don't you see that you're breaking my heart now when we should be getting married? How don't you feel like this?
Of course it hurts. I was spending so much time thinking only about Holly, and it was painful. I can't get her off my mind because I do love her. I feel so bad, and I feel like I can't look you in the face anymore. I can't bear being in the same room as you since I'm having to tell this to you. I only want to be with Holly, and I can't do that if I get married to you, Violet. I just want to be with her. There was no good way to tell you.
Yeah, you've made that pretty obvious, Mike. You can't be that heartbroken if you're thinking about this other woman. I guess her name is Holly?
Yes, that's her name. She's the woman that I have my heart set on, Violet. Things aren't going to work out with us. I didn't know how to tell you, but at least you don't have to go through a wedding anymore. Well, then, I hope that you find happiness again with another man in the future. I'll be so happy from now on, so I'm sure you'll find it too. I wish you all the best with that. Oh, Violet, I can't believe that this has happened to you, sweetheart. But to be honest, it cheered me up. This is great, don't you think? This is such a relief, right? Before you both got engaged, I always thought that Mike was a bit of a scumbag. I really did think there was something super dodgy about him. If he didn't do what he did until after you got married, things would have been much worse. And there would have been a lot more troubling things to deal with.
I guess so, but I don't really see it that way right now. How can I when I just got dumped before I was supposed to get married? I'm really depressed right now.
Yeah, I know it really is a horrible thing to go through. It's only natural for you to feel this way right now. The groom just took off when he was supposed to be at a wedding. It would be weird if you didn't feel depressed. It's not nice to leave someone at the altar and you're completely taken by surprise. He's had plenty of time to do this.
Yeah, I can no longer contact him now. He's just completely cut me out of his life. He doesn't want to be near me ever again, even though I was supposed to be his wife. I've caused a lot of hardship for the people who made such an effort to make it here today for the ceremony. Even you and Mom, you've done a lot to make this happen.
Hey, now don't worry about anything like that right now, Violet. It's not your fault, and everyone wanted to come to support you. You're suffering the most at the moment, Violet. All you should be thinking about right now is yourself and how you're going to get through this heartbreak. We're all fine, and we're here for you when you need us, no matter what.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Dad. Thank you for that. Everything has really come as a huge shock to me, and I just feel so down and haven't got a clue what to do.
I'll take a moment to talk to Mike's parents as well to see if they knew what was truly going on. Apparently they can't get in touch with Mike either. They're very confused as well.
Oh, that's odd. I've also tried to contact his colleagues. They also can't get in contact with him either. The company received some sort of resignation letter from him out of the blue. It was delivered via their internal email system, and they had no idea he was considering on quitting his job. They have no idea where he's gone or any contact details.
Oh, okay, I see. This is a very odd and irrational thing to do. He's basically thrown his whole life away and eloped. Absolutely great. He seems really into this other woman to do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm myself down at the moment and just reorganize my thoughts. It's going 100 miles per hour and it's driving me crazy. He's ruined everything and there's nothing I can do since no one can get in contact with him and it sucks. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. I'm sorry, Dad, but is it all right for me to go home before everyone else? I've gone through so much today and I can't stand being in this venue anymore. Can you take care of things, please?
Yes, of course, Violet. There's no need to worry about anything. We've got it covered. Just leave the wedding venue for us to sort out. You just get home safely. But Violet, don't get too down about this, okay? There's not much point dwelling on something that's in the past now. He's the one that should feel bad, but I bet that scumbag doesn't. Your old dad will be here by your side for anything you need. I'll help you to the best of my ability, and let's try and move forward from this together, okay?
Yes, you're right, Dad. I'll try and just focus on myself for now and get back on track with my own life. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for always supporting me and taking care of things.
Hey, Violet, I hope that this is still your number. I thought that I'd message you since it's been a long time. Have you been well? It's me, by the way.
Me? Who's me? Oh my God, Mike? This seriously can't be you, is it? This has got to be some kind of joke, right? What's happened this time, Mike?
Okay, what the heck is with your attitude, Violet? There's no need to act so cold toward me, especially when I'm just trying to say hello to you. You know, Violet, I bet you've been really lonely for the past 6 years without me around, right? I've just messaged you, so you should be happy about it.
What the heck, Mike? What on earth do you want from me after all this time? Were you abandoned by the woman you left me for or something?
Nice guess, Violet, but no, that's not it at all. However, I've come back to this town because I wanted to feel that nostalgic feeling once again.
Wow, you've got a lot of guts showing up around here again after you eloped all those years ago. You know when you eloped, you took some of my personal belongings with you. But not only that, but I had to pay the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony and also other expenses as well. Thanks a bunch for that. I appreciate it so much.
Don't be so titchy, Violet. Stop rehashing everything that happened 6 years ago. It happened, it's over. So move on and stop bringing it up. Is this why you're still single, Violet? Because you can't get over what happened and you just have to tell every single date you go on about the fiancé who abandoned you?
What the heck are you on about, Mike? Do you really think that I've kept space for you in my mind and heart this entire time? You are seriously dreaming.
You realize that women who hold grudges over people for a long time aren't that popular with males. We don't want that kind of energy around us. But you used to be way nicer. Your personality seems to have completely changed over these past 6 years. You used to be more gentle and kind. Now you've become bitter and angry. You'll never find love or happiness if you continue to act this way towards people. Don't be lazy and change your attitude.
Are you seriously saying all this crap to me right now out of the blue? Why would you say that after all this time? You don't even know me anymore and you cut me off.
Well, that's why I'm trying to talk to you again, Violet. Because I've heard that you've turned out this way, and I wanted to come back and help you.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You want to help me how? What on earth are you even talking about, Mike? I don't want or need your help.
Well, I thought that maybe you're still living a pretty lonely life without me. So I thought maybe we should get married like we were supposed to. What do you think about that? That should turn your frown upside down, right? You'd be happy then, right? You won't be such a miserable person anymore.
What on earth is all that supposed to mean? You're making me so confused as to why you're bringing all this up when you wanted nothing to do with me when you eloped.
You heard me. I know that you know how to read, so I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about right now. I'll marry you so you'll be happy. Why are you acting like so cool and nonchalant about all of this? I bet you're super happy to hear my proposal, right? Hey, why have you gone quiet? Aren't you gonna reply to me? Be quick about it. Don't be so rude, Violet. Look, I apologize for disappearing on you when I went to the toilet 6 years ago. Come on, it's been over 6 years since this happened, so it's time to let it go, Violet. Let's just continue on with our relationship and get married.
Well, since you say all of that, maybe I should let things go since it was a long time ago. Let's reserve a wedding venue so that we can get married properly.
Hey, you finally replied to me. Wow, really? Are you actually wanting to do this with me? You're actually going to accept my request to marry you? Nice. I totally knew that you would. I knew that you'd be happy to have me back in your life again. I feel so smart right now. No matter how long it's been, you can't say no to me.
Well, of course, Mike. Being able to finally marry a man like you has been a lifelong dream of mine. But I assume you knew that, right? Since you know me so well.
Oh, what? Really? Such a nice dream to have. So like I said before, let's just forget what happened 6 years ago, okay? So now this is the part where we get married? Okay?
You know, Mike, I'm really looking forward to this. The wedding ceremony is going to be fantastic. Finally, my dream of becoming a wife is going to come true.
Why, yes, of course it will. I'll definitely make it come true, so I hope you're grateful for that. Well, let's meet up so we can talk about it some more. When should we do that?
Oh, I don't know if I really want to do that, Mike. It's not necessary, is it? I don't want to meet up with you until the day of the wedding, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to meet up until the wedding? How are we supposed to sort out all the details?
Well, after all, we basically separated at a wedding venue, right? If that might be the case again, how about we just meet at the venue itself? I think it's the best way to fill the gap that was made 6 years ago. We got back to it. It all ended so that we can start all over again. What do you think about that?
Okay, I see what you mean, I guess. Feel free to do whatever you like when it comes to us getting married. However, we need to hold the ceremony as soon as possible, all right?
Yes, we do. It'll be sorted, so don't worry about that. I'll try and request the closest date so that we can make that happen. I'm sure there'll be some days available at the venue.
Okay, got it. Let's do that so we can get this done as soon as possible. I'm glad that we're actually going to get married this time around.
Right? Yes. My dream will soon come true. I can't wait for that to happen, Mike. This will be the greatest day of my life. By far.
The day's finally arrived. We're going to get married, Violet. Can you actually believe it? Especially since we've not spoken for such a long time. Have you made yourself look pretty?
Wow, it really is the day today. Of course I've made myself look good for you, Mike. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To have a wedding, I mean. And today is the day I get to see my beloved for the first time in so many years. It's unbelievable. How could we let so much time pass, Mike?
I know, right? Well, I'm glad that you look good and are feeling good about this. Once we get married and everything, will you be completely devoted to me, Violet? Would you sacrifice everything for me? Take care of me, support me, and love me until the end of my days, Violet? Can you do all those things?
Of course I can. Isn't it natural for a new wife to do all those things for the husband they love? And also, it's because I love you a lot.
I see. That's good that you're actually agreeing with me right now. I was hoping that you would. That's a good feeling to have. By the way, I don't really know a lot about what is happening with this ceremony. All I have from you is the address of where the ceremony is taking place. But this place kind of feels a bit off, don't you think? Is there really a wedding venue in a place like this? Where am I exactly? I have no idea.
Don't worry, I'm sure you're really close to where the venue is. Just hurry up and get here. I can't wait any longer. I just want to be married to you already.
I totally get where you're coming from, since I made you wait such a long time for this day, huh? But it can't be helped what happened.
Ah, yes, I suppose you're right. You'll need to have your ID to be able to get into the building and do the paperwork, so don't forget to do that, Mike.
Wait, what? I need a form of ID? On my wedding day? What do I need that for, Violet? Oh, is it because we haven't even registered our marriage yet?
Well, yes, but that's not really important at the moment. We can finalize the documents more later, but it's better to have an ID on you. Let's just have the ceremony first. I just want to hurry up and be with you. I want to see you so that we can do this thing together. There's no way that I'm giving up on being able to marry you.
Okay, I get it, Violet. I get what you're saying, but you should really calm down about the whole thing considering we finally both agreed to do this. All right, I'm going to start heading towards you now since you seem to be really excited about this. I wasn't sure you were going to feel this way or not. You've gotta be pulling my leg right now, Violet. Stop messing with me. This isn't funny. You've been fooling me, haven't you? What's with this venue? It's seriously just a warehouse. What's happening with the ceremony, Violet? Why are you playing this sort of prank? This isn't the time to do that.
Of course I wanted to play a prank on you, Mike. Seriously, think about it. Who in their right mind would want to marry you? Especially in a warehouse.
And in addition to you calling your mother about this, you dragged my parents here as well. How could you do something like that? I told you not to contact them at all.
Yeah, well, I thought I would take the opportunity to mess with you since you were telling me not to tell people about our not-so-secret marriage. It seems like both your parents have also held a grudge against you for the longest time, Mike. They were super frustrated about how you eloped. But besides that, I thought I'd make sure to keep your secret from earlier, okay? I'm very good at keeping the promises I make.
I guess the reason why you wanted me to bring my ID today was so that I'd be the one in charge of payment. But when it comes to money, I can't pay for anything, Violet.
I don't think it's the fact that you can't pay the money, Mike. You've got an obligation to pay. No matter what, you owe people a bit of dosh. You took money from your parents without asking for permission first. You took the money that was taken from my house without telling me about it. There's also the wedding expenses that need to be paid for. It was such a waste because nothing happened. So yes, of course you need to pay this all back to us.
But that's just so crazy, Violet. It could add up to be more than $50,000 altogether for what I owe. I don't have that kind of money on me anymore. Enough of this. What's going on here? You called me into this warehouse and this whole thing seems like it was a plot to get me here. Explain yourself.
I don't get what you're talking about, Mike. Don't you think that this was a lovely surprise? I planned it all down to the fine details. It was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, stop kidding yourself, Violet. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to put up with this crap. I wanted to marry you, and now you've made me your enemy. It's unreal. You're already in your late 30s, Violet. You're getting really ancient, and your biological clock is ticking away very quickly now. You'll never have a chance to get married again.
Well, you see, that's not the case with me anymore, Mike. You're very wrong. I'm already engaged to my lovely fiancé, so I think I'll be all right.
Now just hold on a minute. What did you just say? Are you really being serious right now? You're actually engaged?
I don't kid when it comes to this sort of thing, Mike. We're also planning a wedding for next year. I'll let you come if you like. You'd love it.
But this can't seriously be happening right now. No way! Are you lying to me? There's no way that you're actually engaged to a real human being, are you? I've just heard so many things being said about you. I thought that you'd want to marry me since you've been so lonely without me.
The only reason why I've been feeling lonely is because he's overseas at the moment, working abroad. He'll be on his own for about 6 months. That's why we're living separately right now. It's on you if you made a mistake about my current relationship status. I'm not single at all.
What the heck, Violet? Are you being serious? There's no way that you have a fiancé. I simply can't believe that, not even for a second.
Well, that's on you then. You came back into town at such a bad time. I can't believe you even went to all that trouble of following me to find out more about my life.
Huh? Me? Following you? What do you mean by that? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Violet. I haven't done anything like that.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice, Mike? Do you think I'm that dumb? I've been aware of your whereabouts. It started a week before I even heard from you. I also heard from other people in town that they had spotted you snooping around and trying to follow me. I just knew you were going to try and contact me.
But how could you seriously have sensed that I was following? Was I really that bad at following you? You knew I was here before I messaged you?
Of course I did. You weren't very clever about it. You needed money, right? That's why you set your sights on the woman you dumped over 6 years ago. Did you seriously have this idea in that thick head of yours that I've been thinking about you and only you for this entire time? You're seriously delusional. Do you really think that I was going to believe that crap you said about how you would do anything for me and wanted to be with me so badly? I knew it was a joke. You've been away for so long, Mike. We'd all forgotten about you until you decided to invade our lives again. No one really needs you. You need us more.
Hey, none of that is even remotely true, okay? I don't need any money at all. I have my own. I just wanted to come back to my hometown and start over again.
Don't lie to yourself or to me, Mike. You need money and a place to escape to. I already know this. I don't think you've got any intention of staying in this town for too long. Let me guess, you were planning on moving somewhere else with me once we got married, right? You would want us to elope and for me not to see my family again?
Oh, what are you talking about, Violet? Where the heck did you get that outrageous idea from? Why do you think that I'd do such a thing?
Because you literally did the dirty on me by having an affair behind my back, loving another woman, and then eloping with her on our wedding day. I was practically handed divorce papers when I had hardly got to spend my married life with you. And also it seems that you ran away without paying anyone back.
What the heck are you saying right now? Why are you being so aggro about this? How did you even know about her? I was living with her in Florida. There's no way that so much information like that gets all the way to a small town in New Jersey. There's no way that was talked about.
Of course it was talked about, Mike. It was pretty obvious what you did to me, and I was not left in the complete dark about it. There is a thing called the internet these days.
What do you mean by that? You found out these things on the internet? How could you have possibly known where to look, as I didn't say a thing?
Don't you remember anything that happened 6 years ago, Mike? You've obviously got a really poor memory. You told me a bit of information that helped me in my search. You told me that the woman you fell in love with was named Holly. She was the one you eloped with. That was the day you disappeared from our wedding ceremony. I asked a group of attendees at our wedding if they knew a woman by the name of Holly. I actually heard a very interesting story from one of your old colleagues. There was a temporary worker that just started at the company you worked for called Holly, and you were the one in charge of training her.
Wow, that's impossible. How could you have found all this out from just asking people her name? You know, you're kind of scary, Violet.
I'm not when it comes to finding out the reason why a man would leave me. After that, it really wasn't difficult to get Holly's number since it was given out to everyone almost. She acted like she was so popular. I suppose she was, since you did more than just train her, didn't you, Mike? Since then, I've just been killing time. In the few years after you eloping, I saw her complaining about how you left her at the altar, basically, and it had been the main thing she ranted about online. So there was another story that was the same as mine about how you cheated on her and was able to run away with all this money that didn't belong to you. I found out all about this woman from all these posts online. It wasn't hidden very well either, so I don't think it was a big secret what you did to us.
Okay, you don't understand the kind of person she really is, Violet. And also, how dare you go snooping? Your internet literacy is too much to handle sometimes.
Well, Mike, you've got very little human literacy. You're terrible at reading other people and their feelings. You show no remorse and don't care about the consequences. I bet that you're thinking about how you can get out of this one, especially since I've found out so much crap. You're just thinking about running away again.
Shut up. You don't know anything about me or what I did. And I was somewhat sorry for what I did to you all those years ago. I couldn't help how I felt back then. I can't pay back all the people I took money from. It's gone, and there's no way I should be responsible if I can't pay it back. It can't be helped. How dare you treat me as the enemy? Some of this is your fault as well. You lured me here and trapped me. Do you think you can see things clearly and just win this?
I don't think this is about winning anything, Mike. It's not a competition. I want you to pay back for what you did to me and to other people. But to be honest, I don't mean to win. All I wanted was to see you lose everything, and that's what's going to happen to you right now.
What on earth are you talking about? How dare you talk down to me like this? This is so unlike you. Okay, fine, I get what you're doing here, Violet. Look, I'll just come out and say I'm sorry for what I did. I knew it wasn't totally the right thing to do at the time. I was just a little stupid, okay? It was definitely my fault. But I just want you to help me out now, all right? We were originally going to get married, right? You once loved me, right? Don't you want to help me in my time of need?
What the heck are you talking about, Mike? Help you? What could you possibly need help with? What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me?
I'd just like you to lend me just a little bit of money, okay? I also don't have any intention of running away this time either. I was planning to pay you back once I saved up some money.
Do you really think I'd trust you to actually do that after your sketchy actions at the time? Really? Shouldn't you be paying me back since you had an affair? It would be the most common sense thing to do in this situation, right? You know what? I don't like when you say these things because I know you have a smug look on your face.
What are you talking about? I don't have a smug look on my face at all. I really need you to lend me some money, Violet. I don't need much. Just lend me the money. I can pay Holly back immediately and she'll be out of my hair and then we can get married too. So we'll all win. We can all be happy.
Huh? Is this some kind of sick joke? Are you actually still planning on marrying me? After everything I said and your arrogance? I can't believe this crap, Mike. You've got a lot of nerve asking for this kind of favor and also having these types of intentions. I told you that I'm engaged, okay? I can't lend you any money.
Oh, right. I forgot that you're actually with another man. This wasn't supposed to be how things turned out. This sucks. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, you could at least try and be a decent human being, you know? Not run away from your problems, not cheat on women, not ask for money from ex-partners. That would be a really good start, but that could honestly take forever for you to learn. You're never going to grow up, are you, Mike? You are so immature.
Hey, now come on, Violet, don't be like this. I'm trying to turn things around. I just really need your help this time, and it's not like I wouldn't pay you back. Just please help me.
Oh, stop it. You left me at the altar. You made me pay for my canceled wedding. You had an affair with another woman, and now you're bothering me so much. I'm so over you and your presence, and I want you to leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you ever again. If you contact me again, I'll call the cops and they can deal with you. You're going to pay back all the money that you took from me, your parents, and whoever else you owe money to. If you don't, I'll see you in court.
Please, Violet, I'm begging you. Wait, don't do this to me. I need help. Anything would be greatly appreciated. I'm sorry for what I did. Don't be like this. Come back, Violet.
After that whole fiasco, Mike continued to stay in town, just as Violet's father had suspected. He started working multiple jobs, such as working at a factory in town, being a temporary worker in a neighboring town, and other odd jobs. It seems that he's working hard to pay off the debts. He was hoping that someone would sympathize with him and extend a helping hand. Of course, no one feels sorry for him, and he was always dismissed when he explained his story to other people. Everyone knew what he did, and they knew it was his fault. Finally, he couldn't stand the stairs anymore and ran away again. He apparently tried to escape from the debt collectors, but was eventually caught. There are rumors floating around that he's currently on board an oil rig off the coast of the country somewhere. This might be a good opportunity to think about what he's done to the people he once loved. 6 months later, Violet married her husband and then lived happily next to her parents. She also had pre-wedding jitters and thought of escaping to the bathroom, but it was just a passing thought. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, Julia, are you there? I was just curious as to what exactly it is that you think you're doing right now. What? Me? What in the world could you possibly be talking about? I'm not doing anything at all. I really haven't the slightest clue what you could be referring to. Oh, come on, Julia. Don't you go trying to play dumb on me. I know that you know what I'm talking about, and nothing is going to convince me otherwise. I mean, you do know what today is, don't you? I just can't see how you couldn't know what was going on. I still just don't know what you mean at all. Was there something special going on today? Let me check my calendar. Nope. I don't see anything going on at all, so there. You mean you really had no idea that today is the day that we're having my father's funeral? I know that you knew, but even so, I just can't believe that you would crash into the funeral home stinking drunk and in that garish red dress. Oh, that's right. The funeral was today, right? I guess it really did slip my mind after all. Well, anyways, congrats on the beautiful funeral. You did just a superb job. In fact, you did such a good job that I must have thought it was a wedding instead, and that's why I got so dressed up and festive. Are you kidding me? That has got to be one of the lamest excuses for what you did that I have ever heard in my life. I don't even understand how you can act like this towards me. I know that we're not blood related, but we're still family. I just don't get why you're being like this. Oh, come on. I really don't think that this is even worth getting so upset about right now, you know? I mean, are you really telling me that you can't see the silver lining at all to your old man finally kicking the bucket? Excuse me? Are you trying to tell me that there is anything good about me losing my father? How could you say something like that? What on earth could make you think that there is anything positive about this at all? I lost my father. Don't you get that? Well, I just mean that he retired from his job early, right? And it wasn't because he was rich. It was because he was just too frail and weak to even keep working. Isn't that so? So it sounds to me like your dear old dad was really just a dangling dead weight around your neck. And that's why I think it's great for you that he's finally dead. Now, you don't have to worry about taking care of that freeloader ever again. If I were you, I would be feeling like a great weight was just taken off my shoulders. How could you talk like that about someone else? Someone else who you knew. I don't know what you think you have to gain from acting like this. I know that he wasn't your father by blood, but he was to me, and I don't think that you'd like it if your dad died and I was saying these kinds of things. Oh man, that is so rich. But please don't ever try and lump your dad and my dad into the same category. The fact of the matter is that they are nothing alike. As you should well know, my family comes from a long line of prestigious businessmen and entrepreneurs. In fact, if anything were to happen to my dad, it would just be my little brother who takes over the company after him. But please tell me that you at least knew all of that when it comes to just who you're dealing with and what kind of family that I came from, right? Well, I know that when you say your little brother, you're talking about Jake, my husband, right? Of course I'm talking about Jake, and that's why I was opposed to you two getting married from the very start. I knew that you were just too low-born to ever be good enough to be a real part of this family. And now that you're married to my brother, I think it's just shameful that your dirty blood is going to be mixed in with my prestigious families. You know, I actually did hear that you were pretty against your brother and I getting married, and I have to say that it kind of really hurt my feelings. But even though I understand the feelings that you have about me, I really don't think that that's an excuse to talk about my dad the way you have been. Oh, please, what in the world are you even talking about? It's not like I'm making up any kind of lies or anything like that when it comes to your dad. I'm only telling the truth. Can't you see that? I mean, the fact of the matter is that your dad was a no-good, lousy bum, and that inevitably played into the kind of person that you were trying to find as a husband. I'm just glad that that old fart finally kicked the bucket before he could cause any serious damage to my family, its reputations, or our wealth. Julia, please, I don't understand why you have to keep going on and saying such horrible things about my father. What did he ever do to you to make you think like this? I want you to know that my dad is none of the things that you say he is. Not only that, he had nothing to do with why I wanted to get married to Jake either. Oh, please, Hillary. You and I both know that that is just plain untrue. I know that you're lying, and you know that you're lying, so just drop it already, okay? I mean, do you really think that I have all the time in the world to listen to you whine about how much you love your dead old dad? I really have so many more important things to do over that. In fact, I actually have a huge party that I'm about to head out to right this moment. So I have to go and enjoy myself after the dreadful day that I've had putting up with you. Wait a second, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that you knew it was my dad's funeral, but you booked yourself for a party despite that? Oh, please, do you think that I even put that much thought into you or your dumb dead dad? Neither of you have anything to do with how I decide to spend my time, thank you very much. But if you really must know, the party that I'm going to is actually being hosted at this club for only the most elite individuals and families of the finance world. And I actually happen to go there every day for a meal. So I guess you must finally be starting to understand just how important my family, and therefore me, really are. After all, you can only go to this club if you have an invitation, and I get one every single day. But what can I say? I guess it's just that people there really know that I truly am one of them. It's not a place that some common peasant like you would be able to enter. I see. So that's how you're going to be then. Well, I guess it certainly does explain the way that you came dressed to the funeral. You looked more ready for a cocktail party than you did as a respectful funeral attendant. Well, at least it sounds like you're finally starting to get the message about me after all. But again, stop assuming it's all about you. I always dress up that nice when I go out anywhere. And I don't let myself be bound by petty little dress codes or societal expectations of what I'm supposed to wear. I'm rich, and that means that I can wear whatever I want whenever I want. And that's why I wouldn't be caught dead dressing up in those cheap, ugly clothes that someone like you would be fine being caught on the streets in. Look, all I'm saying is I think you were actually hurting your reputation a lot more than you know by showing up to a funeral in a dress like that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your opinion on the matter with me. But the fact of the matter is that I simply don't care what you have to say on the matter. And why should I have to dress in all black and pretend as if I'm even saddened about any of this when I didn't even care for the man anyway? Anyways, I really don't have the time to sit here and bicker with you all day. I have my adoring fans that I need to attend to, and I'm not going to let some loser like you keep me from them.
Hey, Hillary, are you there? I was just curious if you had a second to talk real quick.
Oh, hey, Jake. Yes, I can talk right now. What seems to be on your mind? Is everything okay?
Well, I'm at the store right now, or I'm almost there anyway, and I was just curious about how much beer you think I should buy while I'm here.
I think if you just bought a 12-pack or a couple of 6-packs, that should probably be enough, don't you think?
If that's what you think, that's what I'll buy. Thanks for letting me know. I shouldn't be taking too much longer to get all this done.
Thank you so much for going out and running these errands for me. You don't know how much it means to me, Jake. My mom's just not in a state to do anything at all right now, and so you and I are basically going to have to be her arms and legs for a bit.
Well, of course, I really don't mind at all. It's really important that we can be there for your mom at a time like this. I mean, I can't imagine what she must be going through after losing her husband.
I know what you mean. Obviously, it hurts knowing that I've lost my dad, but... well, I guess you always forget your parents knew each other long before they knew you. But still, it's just hard for everyone to try and wrap our heads around this new reality that we're all having to live in.
I know what you mean. He was a great guy, and I already miss him a lot. He was always so kind to me, even when you and I first started dating. I felt so lucky to be with someone whose family was so ready to take me in with open arms. I feel like it took off so much pressure that I was feeling while you and I were dating. And now I just feel awful that I was never able to repay all of that kindness that he showed to me before he left.
I really don't think that that's how you need to be thinking about this right now, Jake. I mean, I just know that what my dad cared about was that you make me happy. And since you're still the best person I know who can do that, I just know that you have no debts left with him.
You really think so? I just don't know sometimes. I just wish that I could have said a final thanks to him for all that he did for me and you and us. After all, I feel like I owe so much to your dad for all that he's done. I don't think I'd be the person that I am today if it wasn't for his presence.
Well, I just think that my dad would be telling you that he didn't do anything and that you were already capable of doing it yourself, Jake. Besides, like I said, I think he was just happy that I had found someone who made me as happy as you do and that you take care of me so well.
Well, I just don't ever want to not live up to the person that he thought I was, or that you think I am for that matter, too. After all, both my parents were over the moon when they heard that I was getting married to you. They also told me that they owed your dad so much and could never repay him for what he did.
I see. Well, I'm really glad that your parents felt that way about everything, but... Well, actually, I was talking with your sister not that long ago.
Oh, really? You and my sister were talking? It's kind of surprising. I thought you two generally tried to avoid each other. In fact, I was pretty surprised when I heard that she showed up to your dad's funeral at all. Although from what I was hearing, it sounds like it would have been better if she just didn't show up in the first place.
I mean, really, you should have seen the way that she just burst into there. She was super drunk and wearing this bright red dress.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't hear all the details like that. I can't believe that she would show up to a funeral like that.
I know, right? I was just like... I'd just never seen anyone act that way before. She was being incredibly selfish, and it really hurt me to see her act that way.
I really just can't believe that she would take things so far. One of these days, she's really going to have to learn a lesson. Did she do anything else while she was there? What can you tell me?
Hey there, Hillary. I just wanted to check in with you and see how things were going. After all, it's been a year since your old man kicked the bucket, isn't that right? Yes, it has been about a year since my dad passed away, if that's what you're asking. Do you have it marked on your calendar or something? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I mean, after all, your dad was such an important person to my family. Obviously, I know that it's been a year since he passed away. So I was just wondering if you were going to be doing anything to mark the 1 year since his passing? Maybe some kind of dinner or get-together or something like that? You know, I had been thinking about doing something, but I'm actually glad you're messaging me about this. You see, I know that you're just so busy and have such a packed social life that we actually decided not to invite you to the 1 year anniversary of his death, since you're probably too busy anyways. Wait a second. Are you telling me that you really are going to be doing something and that you're inviting other people from my family, but you're not inviting me? I mean, yes, that is basically what I just said, isn't it? After all, my mom is really only just starting to come out of her shell after the loss, and, well, I just know that she also isn't really interested in going out and being with too many people. And I would just hate to drive my mom any deeper into her depression than she already is. But don't worry. We also told your parents it might be best to give us some space as well. But wait a second. Are you telling me that your mom is still all messed up from losing her husband even after all this time? All he did was die, for crying out loud. I'm really finding some of this just so hard to believe right now. Do you know that? It's almost funny if you think about it. I know, Julia. It's also because you say things like that I don't want you going anywhere near my mom at all. I really just don't get how she could still be so upset over losing a bum of a husband like that. I mean, if I were your mom, I would be over the moon to finally be free of that. Why do you keep calling my dad a bum? Do you really think that he never worked a day in his life? All of you know that he worked himself hard every single day, trying to provide for my mom and I don't appreciate you talking about him like that. Well, I guess someone like you probably would tell themselves that about their dad to make themselves feel better about him, right? But from where I'm standing, it just seems like you've been brainwashed bad. Look, Julia, if you want to know why you're not invited to my dad's 1 year anniversary of his passing, it's because you make comments like that. That's why you'll never get the day when it's happening. Oh, you really are just no fun at all. Do you know that? And to think that I just went out yesterday and bought a brand new dress that I was hoping to show off at your pathetic little death-iversary. I'm sorry, Julia, but if you really cared about me, my family, or my father at all, then you would know that that isn't appropriate to do. Oh, please, you think that I wanted to show up to this lame function just to be there for you and your poor, sad little mom? I just wanted to find a good excuse to break in my new dress. Well, I think it says a lot about the kind of person that you are if you think it's okay to be showing up in a dress like that at a funeral. Well, it isn't my fault if your dad isn't even worth really mourning over. But at least he's finding purpose another way, and that's by giving me chances to dress up. I really just don't even know what to say to someone like you. You are just too much. Do you know that? Oh, what's all this? Are you really mad at me over this? I think that you really need to get a grip and remember just where it is that you stand in all of this. You're a nobody. Don't you get that? Of course I'm mad at you. I'm furious with you. You've been nothing but needlessly cruel, and I don't know why. But now you've really gone and done it. Do you know that? I will get you back for this, Julia. Yeah, I would like to see you try and do anything to me at all. But just know that if you do anything to try and come after me, I am going to make my life's mission to see my brother get a divorce with you. Hey there, Hillary. I just wanted to let you know that I finally found a day for my wedding. Isn't that exciting? I'm finally going to be getting married. Oh, it's just so perfect. Oh, Julia, it's so wonderful to hear from you. And you're getting married, are you? Well, congratulations to you for that. Of course! I am so excited for this, and I just want everyone who can come to be there for my wedding. It's going to be a huge blowout. Well, that is just very exciting for you, isn't it? And just who is the lucky man that you're going to be getting married to? Well, he works for a really big advertising firm, actually. Not only that, but he went to one of the top business schools in the whole country, and I think that he's really on a trajectory for a huge career. We've actually been dating for about 3 years now, but he asked me to marry him a few months ago, and now it's finally happening. Wow. Well, again, this sounds like great news for you, and I'm happy that you're getting what you want. That's right. Although, if I'm being honest, the guy that I'm with right now really did just barely sneak by in terms of who I would have been okay marrying. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that the wedding day is going to be next month on the 10th, so make sure to add it to your calendar. Got it? Hold on for just 1 second. Did you just text me that you were going to be getting married next month? Is that right? Well, it's a text, so you can just read it and confirm that for yourself, you know. But anyways, yes, I'm going to be getting married next month on the 10th, so look forward to it. But wait a second. If you're going to be getting married next month on the 10th, that's the same day that I was going to be holding the 3rd anniversary memorial for my dad. Oh, wait a second. You don't mean the memorial that you hold every single year but never ever invited me to, are you? I had no idea that that was happening again this time of year. I'm sorry, Julia, but isn't there any way that you could move your wedding day to something else? Excuse me? You think you can just move my wedding day like it's nothing? You really need to get your head screwed on tight. This is a huge event, and we've had this date booked for a while. Although if you're telling me that you're going to miss my wedding all because of your 3 years dead dad, then I think we're going to have a serious conversation. But you never mentioned this at all to me until right now. I had no way of knowing that you would book that date for your wedding. Look, the fact of the matter is that your dad died 3 years ago, okay? I really don't see why you need to keep having these days for him. And besides, I think we both know that my wedding is going to be the much more important event between the two. Wait a second. Julia, please tell me that you didn't actually set your wedding date to this day on purpose, did you? Me? Oh, you really think that I would do something like that? And what if I did do that? What are you going to do about it, huh? I knew it! I knew that it was too big a coincidence. I knew that you set this all up. Well, anyways, I hope you know that you basically have no choice but to come to my wedding now. That is a direct order from me to you. You're not allowed to miss this. Right. A direct order, huh? Well, then I guess I understand what I need to do now. Hey, just what the heck is the matter with you, huh? What do you think you're trying to pull right now? You really have some nerve, do you know that? Excuse me? What are you talking about? What could I possibly be doing to you this time? What's your problem? Oh, please, don't pretend like you don't know exactly what I'm talking about right now. I can't believe that you showed up to my wedding dressed up as if you were ready to go to your lame little memorial service instead. And not only that, but to top it all off, you're stinking drunk as well. What is the matter with you? Why do you act like this? You're just so awful. Oh, no, sorry. I think you've actually got this all wrong, Julia. You see, I actually just came from the memorial service that we held for my dad. And it's just while I was there with my relatives, some of them started passing around a bottle and things went on from there. Oh, come on. Is that supposed to be some kind of a joke or something like that? I really have no idea just where it is that you think you can get off. Besides, all my husband's family is here. You are humiliating me right now. Do you have any idea what the total net worth of everyone sitting in this room right now is? You really need to pull yourself together. I thought I told you that you shouldn't have even been having that memorial service in the first place. You should have listened to what I had to say to you. Well, I know that you told me to do all of that, but the fact of the matter is that the rest of my family wanted to go to the memorial. So it's not like I was ever in a position where I just wasn't going to hold it at all. But even so, that didn't mean that you had to come to my wedding in your funeral dress. I just can't understand why you couldn't change your clothes before you came here. I just really didn't see the point in doing so. I suppose I just really didn't see why I would need to do something like that. Are you being serious right now? You're telling me that you really have no idea why it might not be a good idea for you to come to a wedding dressed in all black? No, it's nothing like that at all. I was just following your lead after all. I mean, you remember what you wore on my dad's funeral, right? So I just figured that since you have such good taste in fashion, that you must know best about what is and isn't okay to wear at these kinds of things. And I figured that if you could dress as flashy as you did for the funeral, then I could dress like a funeral at your wedding. It only makes sense, right? But don't worry, I only came here with the intention of helping you celebrate your special day, and that's it. I don't get this. What are you up to? You're not telling me something, and I know it. I want answers. You can't hide the truth from me. I'm really not trying to hide anything from you at all. But anyways, I thought that the reception was going to start soon, so don't you have more important things to attend to? Oh, shut up. Don't you dare try and pretend like you actually even care about this wedding at all. It's all your fault if even the slightest thing goes wrong from now. Oh, I'm sure that thing will be just fine. It's like I said, I'm only here to help you celebrate your big day. That's it. How dare you even pretend like that's what you're trying to do here when you're dressed like this at my own wedding? I really ought to just throw you out. Unless this is what you meant when you told me that you were going to get me back for showing up in the clothes that I did during your dad's funeral. Wait a second, you mean you actually remember what I said to you all that time ago? I would say I'm flattered, but... No, I actually completely forgot about what you told me until today. It just came back to me all of a sudden. But don't worry, now that I see the little game you're trying to play at. Well, I suppose if you know what's going on, then there really isn't much more to discuss between the two of us, right? But I doubt that my brother has any idea that all of this is going on, right? I doubt that he would let you get away with what you're doing right now if he knew you were doing it. But you should also know that he didn't even go to the memorial service because he clearly cares more about me than he does you. Okay, you are more than welcome to feel that way about the situation, but what are you going to do about it? Well, I'll just go tell my brother about what it is that you're trying to do right now, of course. And I know that when he finds out how you're trying to ruin my wedding, that he's going to be furious with you. And then he'll divorce you and you'll be all alone. In fact, maybe I should just kick you out of the wedding right now. Obviously, once I explained to my brother why I had no choice but to get rid of you, he'll take my side over yours. You really think that's how things are going to go for you if you kick me out of your wedding? Of course that's how things are going to go if I kick you out of my wedding. You may be my brother's wife, but blood is thicker than water, and my brother will always have my back. Oh, Jake, are you there? It's just horrible. I can't believe she would do this to me. How could you let her get away with this?
Whoa, what's going on, Julia? Who's getting away with what? I'm really confused right now.
Well, it's your wife. It's Hillary. She's practically blackout drunk and is here at my wedding dressed as if she was going to a funeral. Can you believe that she would do this to me? I tried to tell her to go and change, and she just refused to listen to me at all. I can't believe that your wife is acting this way. You really need to do something about her.
But why in the world would Hillary go and do something like that? That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I'll tell you why. This is because she just had to have her dumb memorial service on the same day as my wedding. But the least she could have done was change her clothes.
Right, yeah. I mean, I really just don't get why she wouldn't do something like that. Do you have any idea what she might be thinking?
I have no idea why she would do something like this. Are you really telling me that you have no idea?
Well, I just assumed that it had to do with what you did to her a few years ago at her dad's wedding. I knew she was going to have her memorial service today, though.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that you knew she was having the memorial service today and you didn't do anything to stop her coming like this?
Well, it's just that she's only doing exactly what you did on the day of her dad's funeral, right? You showed up there in a red dress and got really drunk, remember? So I guess I just thought you might know what she was thinking since you were doing the same thing not that long ago.
Okay, just hold on a second. I really don't think that you can put us in the same category at all. I mean, I did what I did because I'm a fashionista. Hillary is just doing all of this because she's petty.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why do you always assume you're better than everyone else?
Oh, come on, bro. Her parents are jobless losers, and that means that she really can't be that much better. Is that right?
Sorry, but you do realize that those jobless losers are some of the largest, most important investors who help keep our company afloat, right?
What in the world are you talking about? Did you hit your head or something? What kind of terrible lies has that woman been telling you?
Look, I really don't know where you're getting your information from, but the family business is not doing well. We're in a really tight spot, and if it wasn't for the kindness of Hillary's late father, then I don't think we'd even be in business today.
But, I mean, are you really telling me that that bum is responsible for keeping our business open?
Not only that, but Hillary's dad has been a huge supporter of ours for a long time. And if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have even gotten to the size that we are today. But he never really had to work since he was collecting so much from our success as well. He wasn't jobless, he was benefiting from our success.
But then, well, that doesn't make any sense. I've been to Hillary's parents' place and it's totally plain. There's nothing special about it at all.
Just because they don't need to show off their wealth in everything that they do doesn't mean that they aren't rich, you know. In fact, you might be interested to know that Hillary's dad was worth just less than our dad by the time of his passing.
That can't be right. That's impossible. You're lying to me. There is no way that he was worth almost as much as Dad.
Of course! How else do you think he was able to support us for as long as he did? And I know all about the horrible, rude things you said about him.
No, wait. This is all just a big misunderstanding. It has to be. This can't be right at all.
Do you have any idea just how much you've hurt Hillary with all the cruel things that you've said about her family? Well, I can't just stand by and let you get away with that anymore.
can't believe that he wouldn't listen to me at all. How could my brother betray me like this? It's just awful. Well, I tried explaining to you that I didn't really think things would go the way you thought they would, didn't I? In fact, I'm just surprised that you didn't know that Jake was already furious with you for the way that you'd been treating me. But I just had no idea that you were so rich this whole time. Well, yeah, my dad taught me that it's bad form to always be showing off how much money you have to others. And so I guess I just always have been used to living humbly. But, I mean, look, whatever. I just need you and my brother to get out of here right now. I can't have you blowing this for me. Okay, we can do that. But you should also know that your parents were talking to us and they're also not going to be showing up today. Wait a second. Not even my own parents are going to be here at their own daughter's wedding? Yes, that's right. They said they were both just so let down and disappointed in you. They just want nothing to do with you anymore. So then even my own parents aren't going to be here to help me celebrate? How could they just turn their backs on me like this? It doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, I suppose this is their way of telling you that you're going to be cut off from the rest of the family from here on out. No, that can't be right. It just can't be happening. I know that there's just no way that they would abandon me like this. What can I say except that you brought them to the edge of their patience with you, and now they just really don't want anything more to do with a daughter like you. Besides, you've been just horrible about helping them rein in their expenses. You always have to have the newest, most expensive version of whatever it is that you're buying, but you only ever spend your parents' money. I think that they've seen the effect that spoiling you the way that they've been doing has had on you, and that it's time for a change. But why am I hearing all of this from you now? Why couldn't my own parents have told me this themselves? Why did they have to tell me this through you? It isn't fair. Oh, they told me that they tried to explain this to you over and over again, but you just wouldn't listen or thought that they were telling some kind of bad joke. But they wanted me to tell you that from now on, you're going to be paying your own credit card bill, and you are going to be responsible for all your own expenses. So they don't want you going to them asking for more money anymore. It's over for you. You are all on your own now. But there's no way I can afford to pay for the kind of lifestyle that I have all on my own. How dare you try and pull this on me? You think this means you've beaten me? No, I don't think that there's any winning or losing in a situation like this. Well, fine then. I don't need you, and I don't need my family. I don't need anyone except my husband to take care of me from now on. He'll buy me whatever I want, whenever I want. Are you really sure that that's how things are going to go for you? You seem to have a habit of putting the cart before the horse. After all, I know about your secret boyfriend on the side, and Jake and I have already told your husband all about the affair. He was really not happy at all to hear about how you've been running around behind his back. But how did you... Oh, this can't be happening. Nobody was supposed to know. This can't be happening right now. Well, it is so. On the other hand, I think that one thing that's not happening anymore is this wedding. It still just doesn't make any sense. Why would my fiancé trust a word that you had to say? I don't think it was my word that he believed. It probably had more to do with all the proof that I had gathered of your affair. And with the 3 years that I've been working on this revenge of mine, I've gathered quite the large file on you. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe that you would do this to me. Are you really telling me that you've been plotting this whole thing for the past 3 years? Of course I have. Did you really think that I was going to let you get away with trying to tarnish my dad's memory like that? I vowed my revenge that day, and I wasn't speaking lightly about it. But now that I'm done with it, I think I'll take my leave back home. Besides, it sounds like you've got more immediate problems to deal with. See ya! After Jake and I left, we heard later that it didn't take long before the whole wedding began to really fall apart. Julia's fiancé screamed at her in front of everyone and made sure the venue knew that she had been cheating on him for a long time. Then Julia's parents messaged her with the full explanation of her getting cut off. She was forced out of their house and had to find her own place to live. She moved in with a friend, but Even so, Julia was forced for the first time in her life to go out and find a job. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for Julia to lower herself to work among us mere peasants. I heard that she gave up at one point and just kept trying to find a rich man who would want to marry her. Without her family's money, though, no man wanted to marry a woman who couldn't even take care of herself. As for us, Jake and I are still happily married, and Jake is preparing to take over the family company in a few years, as his dad will be retiring soon. My mom is finally starting to become her old self again, and it's meant so much to see the light return to her eyes. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.